From WREL News and the Capital Broadcasting Podcast Network, this is your Coronavirus, North Carolina News Brief for Monday, April 20th, 2020. I'm Cliff Baumgardner. Here's the latest from WREL.com. North Carolina is one of the first 4 states to receive federal approval from the United States Department of Agriculture for the new Pandemic Electronic Benefit Transfer Program to help families purchase food for children affected by school closings due to the pandemic. The program, which is entirely federally funded, provides a benefit on an EBT card to North Carolina families whose children are eligible for free or reduced price lunch at school. Families will receive $250 in PEBT benefits per child, provided in 2 installments, with the possibility of an additional benefit if North Carolina schools are closed by May 15th. Families will be able to use the PEBT benefit to purchase food items at EBT-authorized retailers, including most major grocery stores. At a press conference today, Secretary of the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, Dr. Mandy Cohen, said eligible families will not need to apply to receive benefits.
Those who are eligible and already receiving food and nutrition service benefits will get the additional benefit on their EBT card automatically. Eligible families not already enrolled in food and nutrition services will receive an EBT card in the mail in the next few weeks.
Today, Governor Roy Cooper took part in a call with Vice President Mike Pence and governors from around the country about coronavirus testing. Cooper highlighted efforts to diversify the supply chain for testing so that labs aren't all relying on the same supplies from the same vendors. Pence complimented the state's efforts. Cooper made it clear that North Carolina still needs more supplies and more personal protective equipment from the federal government. In a statement, Cooper said, quote, "I appreciate the open lines of communication that North Carolina has with the White House. Right now, North Carolina has 14 labs able to test for COVID-19. But to continue increasing our testing numbers, we need help from the federal government getting more testing supplies and personal protective equipment. More testing is necessary to be able to start lifting restrictions in a safe way." End quote. The State Department of Public Safety has closed Johnston Correctional Institution in Smithfield and shifted the staff there to Noose Correctional Institution in Goldsboro, which has the largest outbreak of coronavirus in the state prison system. A mass testing operation of the approximately 250 employees and 700 offenders at Noose Correctional found 13 staffers and more than 330 inmates infected with the virus, and 98% of them are asymptomatic. Another 197 test results are pending. About 600 inmates were moved out of Johnston Correctional to Southern Correctional Institution in Troy and to the Burke Confinement in Response to Violations Center in Morganton. About 100 inmates were moved from Southern Correctional to Tabor Correctional Institution in Columbus County to make room for the Johnston Correctional inmates. All inmates were medically screened, including temperature checks before they were moved and when they arrived at their destinations. On arrival, they were all placed under 14-day medical quarantine and did not mix with the inmates already housed there. No offenders from Noose Correctional or anyone exhibiting any symptoms of COVID-19 were transferred. A truckload of personal protective equipment was delivered to Noose Correctional on Saturday, and 5 portable large-scale disinfectant dispersal units called Power Breezers were used to clean the facility from top to bottom, officials said. Johnston Correctional staff should start arriving at Noose Correctional over the next few days. Everyone working at that prison will receive supplemental pay. Today, Wrightsville Beach reopened, with some limitations. According to a news release, all access points except for East Salisbury Street and all beaches will be open for individual exercising only, to include walking, jogging, swimming, and water sports. An exercise group cannot have more than 10 people in it, and everyone must maintain social distancing standards at all times. People are not permitted to sunbathe, sit on the beach, fish, or play other games or activities. Beach equipment, including towels, blankets, chairs, tents, coolers, and umbrellas, is also barred. Pets are not allowed on the beach. Restrooms will remain closed and lifeguards will not be on duty. Wrightsville Beach says the parks and town-owned parking lots will also remain closed. This has been your Coronavirus, North Carolina News Brief for Monday, April 20th, 2020. As always, if you like the news and information you get from this show, let us know by leaving a rating and review on whatever podcast app you use. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our new episodes. Thanks for listening.